Let's talk about what happened on the Love is Blind finale between Chelsea and Jimmy. Please do not watch this video if you don't want to be spoiled. I'm going to share what happened in the next sentence. So last week's episode ended off on a cliffhanger where we knew Chelsea and Jimmy were about to have a deep conversation. And they really did, and it took a turn left, and they ended up breaking up. Chelsea was the one really fighting for it, and Jimmy was the one who ultimately decided to end it. He did not want to go to the altar. He did not want to marry her. He was most upset that she brought up on camera that he slept with one of his friends in the past. And she was saying she's uncomfortable with the fact that he talks and calls that friend all the time. So they broke up, and I'm so happy. They were not compatible. They were not right for each other. It was a toxic relationship. I love that Chelsea has a big heart, but like, girl, you can do better. Why are you fighting for this man? He does not deserve you. For me, when I saw their breakup on the finale, I just felt a sign of relief as someone who watched them all season and never rooted for their love and never thought they were right for each other. I am so glad that it's over, and I cannot wait to see what happens with them at the reunion. Let's talk about what happened between Clay and AD on the Love is Blind finale. If you do not want to know what happened at the altar between Clay and AD, now would be the time to swipe up and scroll. So there was lots of exciting events leading up to the wedding, and I loved seeing AD get her hair and makeup done and that beautiful speech from her mom before the wedding. However, when it came down to asking if they were going to say I do, AD said yes and Clay said no. He basically said that he still wants to fight for her, he still wants to be with her, but he's not ready to give 100% and he's not ready to be married. He said that she deserves better than someone who's going to give half in a marriage. So he decided to say no at the altar, and she walked out with her mom and her bridesmaids. Clay felt really bad about the situation, and so did his parents, because they don't want to pass along the broken family to Clay. Clay did talk to AD in her dressing room after the wedding, saying that he still wants to fight for her, but he was just not ready to be married. So she feels like her time was wasted, and like it was, but it's also Love is Blind, and like you have to break up with them at the altar. Like that's just part of the show. So I feel really bad for AD because she deserves better, and she's such a beautiful soul. And like it sucks that she was broken up in this way, but at least she knows, and at least she can now have answers and the truth. I don't think she's going to stay with him and fight for it as fiancés or boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm so sad that they didn't work out, so can't wait to see what happens at the reunion. Here's what happened between Amy and Johnny at the Love is Blind finale. If you don't want to know what happens, now would be the time to swipe up and scroll. So they've been a pretty solid couple for a long time. Their main issue was whether or not she was going to be on birth control because they didn't want to accidentally get pregnant. When she talked to AD and AD was like, are you guys like having sex or not? She didn't give a straight answer, but I'm assuming they found a way. So we get to the altar and they both say, I do. They got married. Amy and Johnny are married. They both said I do. They're in love, and I'm so happy for them. They are our one happy couple from this season. Look at this beautiful portrait an artist drew at their wedding of them. After the wedding, they had a party, and that's how the show ended. If I don't seem like I have a lot of enthusiasm, it's because I'm not like obsessed with this couple. Like I'm not like, oh my God, the best couple of all time. But I am happy for them, and I am happy that we at least have one happily married couple from this season of Love is Blind.